Hello friends, welcome to yet another interesting tutorial. In this video we are going to be making a front wrap over dress for an 8 to 9-year-old child. This project is actually very simple and very easy. The fit on the child was amazing, and I'm going to explain every single step in details. You don't want to miss any part of this video, so please watch to the very end. Do not forget to hit on the subscribe button, like the video, comment, and then share. Let's go right into the details. So I have here two pieces of fabric on fold. This is the folded end and it is folded into 4 pieces. I'll be cutting out both the front and then the back at the same time. The length of my fabric is 13 inches and the width is 10 inches. From the top of this fabric, I'm going to mark out 1 inch and then rule a straight line connecting all points together. This is going to be serving as my shoulder line. I will then go ahead and input half of my shoulder measurement, which is 5.5 inches, and also input my front neck measurement. I'm doing 3 inches by 2.5 inches for the front, and then for the back I'll be doing 1.5 inches by 3 inches for the back. So I'm going to draw in my front neckline and I'll also draw in my back neck as well. Feel free to use French curves to do this if you have one. The next I'll do is to input my chest line. I'm working with 6.5 inches for this child. I'll mark that from the shoulder line downwards and connect a straight line across. On this chest line, I'll bring in my shoulder length measurement, which is 5.5 inches, and mark it on the chest line and connect from the shoulder line to the chest line with a straight line. Next, I'm going to slope the shoulder by half an inch and reconnect a line to touch the neck this way. I will then input a quarter of my bust measurement on the chest line. For this child, I'm working with 9 inches. I'll mark that and bring in my French curve and draw in my armhole curve. On the waistline, I'll input a quarter of my waist measurement, which is 8.5 inches, mark, and connect a line from the waist to touch the chest line this way. The last thing I'm going to do is to add in half-inch seam allowance to the shoulder area. So I'm done drafting both the front and then the back. I'm going to cut out my pattern pieces. I'll start by cutting off the back first, and remember my pattern has enough ease and seam allowance already added onto the block. So I'll go ahead and cut out the back piece. After cutting out the back, I'll take it out and then I'll complete the front piece by finishing off the neckline for the front. So I'll cut out the front neckline as well. So this is what the front looks like, and this is what the back piece also looks like. Next I'm going to do is to fold the back piece into 2 so I can get the midsection of the back. I'm going to be placing an opening there so I can put in my button and my buttonhole. So I'm going to go down by 3 inches from the back neckline, mark, and then cut this out. I will bring in my bias tape and then use it to clean the cutout we have at the back. Then I'll also join the front and the back pieces together on the shoulder line on half an inch on my sewing machine to complete this pattern. So I've cleaned the cutout at the back and I've joined the shoulders together. I also have here my bias strip made out of my fabric piece. I'm going to use this to clean the neckline of my dress as well. I'll stitch all around and I'll turn it inside out and then top stitch. So I have here a tiny loop that I'll be placing at the back. This is going to serve as the opening for the back, so I can be able to fix my button later on. So I'll place the loop on it and use the bias tape to complete the neckline of the dress. So I've done that. This is what the neckline looks like, and this is my loop. I have fixed it neatly. The next I'll do is to work on the sleeve pieces. So for the sleeve, I have here 2 pieces of fabric. The width of this fabric is 4.5 inches and then the length is 21 inches. So I'll fold the fabric into 2 so I can be having 4 pieces, and then I will bring in my chalk and then mark out a curved line to touch the bottom here this way. I'll cut it out. So when I open it up, I'll be having 2 pieces, one for each side of my dress. So what I'm going to do next is I'll head to my sewing machine and then stitch the top of this sleeve all around to clean that cutout area, and then I'll draw gathers at the bottom of the sleeve. I'll be repeating same process for the other sleeve piece. So I've done that. This is what the sleeve looks like. I'll fold the sleeve into 2 and then place the midsection of the sleeve on the shoulder line of this dress. Then I would pin the sleeve down. So I'll pin the sleeve all across the armhole, and then I'll pin the other side as well. When I'm done pinning, I'll head to my sewing machine and then stitch this sleeve down. I'll be stitching down on 1/2 inch. So I'm done. This is what it looks like. Next, I have here my bias strip. I'll be using this to further clean the armhole so I can hide the rough edges of this sleeve and the bodice. So I'll just clean it with the bias tape, and then I'll repeat same process for the other sleeve as well. Stitch down and then fold it in and top stitch it all around. So this is it. The sleeve has been fixed, and this is what the wrong side of the bodice looks like. Remember to give this a good press after fixing your sleeve. Next thing I'm going to do is to stitch down the sides of this bodice. So I'll align the front and then the back on the sides. Then I will head to my sewing machine and stitch down the sides on 1 inch seam allowance. So I repeat same for the other side of the bodice. So this is it. It is done. I also serged the rough edges of my bodice, and my bodice is currently complete. I'm going to measure the waist of this bodice. I have a little over 15 inches. I'll take note of that. This is what I'll be using to guide me in cutting the skirt part of this dress. So I'm going to be cutting out at least 2 times the waist measurement of this child, and I'll later fix my button on this bodice. So for the skirt piece, I have a fabric here on fold, and these are the pieces here. The width of my fabric is 34 inches, and I'm working with a length of 22 inches for this skirt. So what I'm going to do next is from the top where I have the pieces, I'm going to mark out 2 inches from the top. Then from that 2-inch mark I made, I will draw in a curved line from the hem to touch the 2-inch mark. After drawing this, I'm going to cut this out. So I'm going to measure around the hem of this skirt, and whatever measurement I get, I'm going to multiply that by 2 or 3 to be able to get the full length of the frills that I'll be attaching to the skirt. So I have here my long piece of fabric that I'll be using for the frills that I'll be attaching to the skirt. This fabric is 6 inches in width, and I cut out 3 times the full hem of my skirt. I'll fold in the hem of this strip of fabric, then I'll draw gathers at the top. So feel free, you can either do 2 times or 3 times the entire hem of your skirt. So I've gathered the fabric, and this is what it looks like. I stitched down the bottom as well, and for the side I stitched down this side completely, and then I left out the other side. That's the side that I'm going to be attaching to the waistline of the skirt. So I'll pick the side that I did not stitch completely down, and then I will place it on the hem of the skirt this way. Then I would pin it all around this skirt. So I'm pinning from one waistline all around the hem of the skirt, but I'm not going to let this frill reach the other waist of the skirt. So I'll be leaving out about 6 inches away from the waistline of the other side of the skirt. So I finished pinning, and I left out about 6 inches away from the other waistline of the skirt. So I'll head to my sewing machine and then stitch this down all around. When I'm done stitching, I'll also serge the rough edges. So I've stitched down, and then I hem the rough edges, and this is what it looks like. This is the end that I left. I did not complete the frill to the waist of the skirt. This is how beautiful and how neat it looks like. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be drawing gathers on the waistline of this skirt. So I'll draw the gathers from one side to the other side of the waist of the skirt. So I've done that. I have drawn the gathers, and our skirt is almost complete. I'm going to fold in the overlap. So I'll just fold it in this way, and I'm going to fold in such that the waistline is going to be equal to the total waistline of the top of this dress. That is the bodice of the dress. Fold the wrap, and then hold the waistline with pins and secure this wrap on the sewing machine. So I've stitched it down at the waist. This is what it looks like. The wrap is done, and this is what the inside of my skirt looks like as well. So then last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my top bodice, and then I would attach it to the skirt of this dress. So you can decide to let the wrap start at the side of the dress or the midsection or any part of the dress you want, but I prefer the wrap to be on the side. So I'll align the skirt such that the wrap starts at the sides, then I'll turn the skirt inside out at the wrong side, and then I would join the waist of the skirt to the waist of the bodice. So I'm going to be joining this with pins before I head to my sewing machine and stitch it down on 1/2 inch all around, joining the skirt and the top together to form a lovely piece. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this front over wrap dress tutorial for an 8 to 9-year-old. Don't forget to like the video, share, and subscribe for more beautiful kids dressmaking ideas. See you in my next tutorial.